What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video and share it. I'm gonna talk about Dr. Dre, man. This is so unbelievable to me. This is probably gonna be the bow on top of the entire situation. Seems like they have this has now been the culmination of months of her trying to take the money that he made. She even wanted his name. And this is why I talk a lot about the so-called equality in society. Most of these women don't really want equality. They want an advantage because she has every opportunity to get a sizable amount of money and walk away, but she wants to be taken care of because she doesn't want to work. She wants to live off this man. And unfortunately for Dr. Dre, he's going to have to pay this woman $300,000 a month, which is around $3 million a year, until she remarries or until she passes. Now, unless she plans on getting married, because sometimes you never know how life goes, right? You never know how life goes. She could get married in the next 8 months, 10 months, a year. But this woman is never going to get married. She pretty much just said she's going to be single for life, or she's just going to be casually dating. Because now she has no incentive to get married, because she's going to be getting $300,000 a month in spousal support due to the work that Dr. Dre put in. And that's why I say this whole equality of the genders is BS. She could have got she could have got a nice amount of money to walk away from the marriage, to do her own thing, but she doesn't want to. Now, she could go and financially do something, but the difference between her and, let's say, a Jeff Bezos' wife is because she did get a lot of money to walk away, but Jeff Bezos knew in the back of his mind he'd make that money up in relatively quick fashion, and he did. But in this situation, Dr. Dre is losing a lot of money, but not as much as she may have wanted. But this is still a lot of money, and maybe he can make that back. But $300,000 a month. You know what's interesting? Blake Griffin's ex, the woman he left to get with Kendall Jenner for, she wanted like $300,000 a month in spousal support, right? And I don't think she got it. But it's interesting how Dr. Dre's ex-wife was. That means it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Now, we could look at this situation a myriad of ways. Dr. Dre is he's a billionaire, right? Or he's close to it, right? He has a lot of money. So why does he have to give this woman $3 million a year? $3 million a year to do what? The kids are grown. She's going to be tricking that money off. I'm telling you right now. You mean to tell? So I'm telling you, she's gonna get paid that money to not get married. Do you think this woman's gonna get married? Anyway, this is according to theblast.com. Dr. Dre's ex-wife Nicole Young just scored a victory in court after the legendary rapper was ordered to pay almost $300,000 a month in spousal support. According to legal docs obtained by The Blast, the music mogul and his ex-wife were both in court for a hearing this week, hashing out specifics of how much will be paid in temporary spousal support. In the order, Dr. Dre was ordered to pay $293,000 per month to his ex-wife, which is due on the first of every month. So he has to pay on the first, not the second, not the third, the first. Dre is ordered to pay to Nicole spousal support in the sum of $293,000 per month, payable on the first of each month, commencing August 1st of 2021. So he got to start making them payments in August. The order states, if you do the math, that is a whopping $3,500,000 a year in support for somebody that's probably not going to be doing much of anything. Is she going to start her own company or own businesses? If she hasn't already. I'm telling you, man, these women, man. And again, this is not just for Dr. Dre. a lot of men with money and resources, once they get divorced once, they never get remarried again. Some do, but most don't. Because they don't want to have to go through this again. Even though he was with Nicole since the mid 90s, he could have been with Nicole for like 5 years and he'd probably be in the same situation because of how much money he made. Now, it's obvious that, Dr. Dre's lawyers did not, whatever he was paying them, they obviously did not do the job he was wanting them to do. But this is amazing, man. The payments will continue according to the order until the party receiving support remarries or enter into a new domestic partnership or passes. Nicole, who is rep by powerhouse attorney Samantha Spector, is also getting her health insurance paid by Dre, which would be similar to the coverage she had during the marriage. All other insurance for Nicole will be paid out of her pocket. Plus, the judge ordered Dr. Dre, who is rep by Laura Wasser, to continue paying expenses for the Malibu and the Pacific Palisades homes. It should be noted the rapper and his ex-wife are currently negotiating an overall settlement of their divorce, and the amount of money to be paid by Dre is temporary. In other words, we're guessing after the couple agrees on a lump sum payment to be paid to Nicole by Dre, the monthly payment may cease to exist. In many wealthy celebrity cases, a divorce settlement will continue at any a divorce settlement will include any future payments to an ex-spouse. As reported, Dre and Nicole have been at war over finances in their divorce. So they've been at war over his finances. In this equal society where women can do it too, these women are going after the exes. They're going after the exes. Look at Michael Strahan's ex-wife. He gave his ex close to 15 million to walk away 13, 14 years ago, and she's still years later in his pockets. And these will be women who are so-called claiming that they can do anything a man can do. They want to be able to compete in society, but they're looking for men to fund them. Men are the driving force of society, and this proves it. She could have got it. Now, again, they're still working on the settlement, still working on the overall settlement, but is that going to be reached anytime soon? For Dre's sake, he better hope they do. I don't know, man. She's getting $3 million a year. That $3 million seemed like a good number to give her to walk away, if that, or 3, 6, or 9 million, something like that. If she's looking for $100 million, man, I don't know. Maybe Dre would. It just depends on how badly he wants to get rid of her financially. He does not want her on the books. He does not want to have to deal with paying her on the first, not the second or the third. After the rapper claims the couple entered into a prenuptial agreement that made his businesses separate property, of course, those businesses include Beats headphones made him $1 billion. According to Nicole, Dre has $292 million available in cash and Apple stock, and their living expenses are almost $2.3 million a month. Oh goodness, man, who's spending $2 million a month? What are you spending that on? You taking private jet trips regularly throughout the month? It's crazy. Do you have an entire staff of people that work for you, outside of what he does with Beats or music wise? Shockingly, Nicole claimed the couple spent over $245 million in the past 3 years and wants to maintain the same lifestyle after the couple's divorce. In the end, Dre's ex-wife is asking for the court to order the massive estate sliced in half. That the rapper is arguing that she should get nothing from his successful businesses. We are guessing this will all end in a global settlement. And even if it's not half, we're guessing that Nicole nor Dre will have to worry about money ever again. It will be funny is if she walks away with a lot of money and she think that she's won, right? And then Dr. Dre turns around and makes a business deal where he doubles his money. Like Jeff Bezos did. He doubled his money after his divorce. Yeah, he paid his wife a lot of money to walk away, but he still doubled his money. I bet you she would still go run back to court saying she should get more money. Because a woman that needs that amount of money is a woman that is not good with money. You and Dre spending 245 million through 3 years. That woman is going to run through that money that Dre gives her. Dre could give her 25% of his money, and she'd still spend. He can give her 50%, and she probably would run through that money. And Dre knows that. This is unbelievable. But apparently, he's going to owe this money until an overall divorce settlement is made and she gets married or passes, you know. But this is it seemed like a temporary victory for her. You know, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to end. People on Twitter are reacting to it, you know. So hopefully, and for his sake, he's able to settle this soon.